You all know I don't upload usually, but this topic is something I've been pondering about for a good long while now. It doesn't take a genius to realize that Blox Fruits has a massive problem when it comes to the sheer amount of people just blatantly and openly cheating within the game. It's been happening for years at this point, long before I became a reoccurring player. But I feel like as of recently, it's gotten significantly worse in terms of just how often you can run across these dickheads in the average server. At this point, you might be wondering what exactly spurred the creation of this video. Yeah, the cheating's been happening for years, but why choose to just now voice your opinion about it on your dead channel? Let me lay down the backstory for you first. This started exactly this morning of the time of this script being written. I recently decided I want to upgrade my Eagle Fruit and finish all the research quests for it and have it done and out of the way so I can scratch it off of my seemingly never-ending bucket list of things I want to do before this game dies off for good. And while farming the same boss for a good hour, I noticed that I kept running into a pretty decent number of bots every time I was server hopping. It was a mind-numbing amount. They are just everywhere I looked, and they were just mind-numbingly spamming the same shit into the global chat. Normally I just simply ignore the bots and go about my business. At the end of the day, they're just spamming text on the screen. It's not really causing me any IRL physical harm. But then as I continued to server hop, I kept running into the same issue without fail. These fucking robots would be there, spamming the in-game chat with the same shit over and over and over and over, while at the same time using blatant hacks to farm the same enemies over and over and over and over to avoid getting kicked for being AFK. That's when I decided to run a little experiment. I wanted to see how many bots and hackers I could log and report before I reached Mastery 400 on my fruit. So I turned on OBS and server hopped for a combined total of a single fucking hour. And within that time, I managed to log, report, and block 30 fucking bots. 30 in an hour. Let that sink in for you. After only a singular hour of mindless server hopping, I was able to report and write down 30 individual account names with video footage. Now, if we take a little look down at the description of the game, we can read at the very bottom of it, and I quote, "Do not exploit. Our auto detection will catch you, and we do not appeal our bans." End quote. Now, I don't mean to sound like the almighty Captain Obvious, but this line of text is straight up fucking worthless. What do you mean the auto detection will catch you? Man, I'm seeing a whole lot of catching happening here, man. Blox Fruits is one of Roblox's top earning games of all time, and the owners have racked up millions upon millions of dollars over the last 6 years this game has been alive for. I don't believe for a second that they can't be bothered to dump at least a decent chunk of money into getting a more reliable anti-cheat. And don't even get me started on the way they try to skirt over that with the whole "we have moderators" excuse. The moderation in this game means fuck and all, when the only time they actually do their jobs is when they're trying to content farm on their YouTube channels. What's the point of having mods on payroll if all they do is try to ore farm and sit around with their dicks in their hands? This game makes millions and continues to make millions, but the people in charge can't seem to be bothered to try and improve the experience of the average Joes stuck at ground level. And that leads me to another main gripe I have, and that being how the lack of a progression overhaul is one of the main contributors to this entire fucking problem in the first place. This game has been a bandit beating hell for over half a fucking decade now, and there's no sign of them even attempting to change the way the game is now. When I started recording, I thought all these accounts I was reporting were just individual dumbasses, but then I came to the realization that this is more than likely a group of people not only promoting scam websites to steal people's money, but also blatant black marketers hacking these accounts and farming them to max level so they can be sold off to people that don't want to even be bothered dealing with the tedious grind fest that is this game. Why bother engaging with 60 plus hours of bandit beating when I can just simply buy an account and skip over all of that? It creates a culture where people will seemingly be more willing and openly be willing to cheat and hack rather than actually engage with the game the way it should be intended. And you know, I don't entirely blame them. If I saw how fucking easy it is to get one over on the system and I had the balls and lack of integrity to do so, I'd be all over that shit too. The way the owners see it, for all I can tell, they get the same chunk of revenue no matter what they do. So I doubt that they have any real motivation to try and do the bare minimum to fix the issue. Because as long as they can continue to shove stacks of $100 bills in their pockets, they'd 100% let the player base crash and burn. I'm not saying all this for the sake of being a spiteful little shit. I'm saying all this because I've wasted the last 3 years of my life on this fuck ass game, and time again, average players like me have been constantly fucked over by hackers, scammers, and the owners prioritizing people that do nothing but shill out money to the game. That's why we've been stuck with nothing but years of scattered updates, broken promises, and abysmal progression. And personally, I'm starting to reach my personal breaking point at this point. Like, sorry if it came off as a massive yap fest, but I've been needing to get this shit off my chest for a hot minute. Even if you think my cringe ass speech is valid or not, I feel like my point still stands. At no point should players have to join a lobby and manually block a decent chunk of players within them manually because the anti-cheat is dog shit. The anti-cheat needs to be improved at this point. And the constant flooding of every other chat in every other lobby is starting to get straight up cancerous. And for the love of God, if you dickheads are actually following that poll y'all posted on your website and plan on adding a 4th C, y'all need to give progression a massive overhaul. I swear to God, if y'all release a 4th C and the game is filled with 20 plus more hours of bandit beating, I'm blowing my brains out. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, fuck nigga. Also, feel free to block and report this list of losers I've documented in this video. Just like, come on now, y'all just corny as fuck. Also, honorable mention to this dickhead that was glitch abusing. I mean, I wouldn't say report him. He was just probably being just a dickhead, but still, fuck you.